Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever this video finds you. The Madison Public Library Foundation asked me to create a short video for you about how to check out books and audiobooks using Libby or Overdrive. My name is Sean Audison. I'm a reference librarian at the Madison Public Library downtown. Notice the contact information at the bottom. I'll leave that at the end of the video as well. So to start out with, Overdrive and Libby, they're both created by they're both created by Overdrive. It's an application that you install on your phone, your mobile device or tablets. You can also read books and listen to audiobooks on a laptop or a computer, a desktop computer. These are the things that you will need to do that starting out. For Android devices and Chromebooks, you'll download the application through the Play Store. With iOS or Apple devices, the Mac App Store. For Windows phones, the Store or Marketplace. And then desktop PC or laptop. For Windows, you'll need to download and install Adobe Digital Editions for ebooks. Overdrive for Windows for audiobooks, so it'll be two separate programs. And I'll kind of glance through those. I won't be able to go through the whole installation process for that. I think for that, you'll want to reach out to a reference librarian if you're having any trouble with that. MacBook or iMac, Overdrive for Mac, it's only certain versions, so 10.6 through 10.14. I don't believe that the newer Macs support Overdrive or Libby, the application through those versions. So I have a couple screenshots here of Libby. So this is once you go to the Play Store, whatever store it is that's through your tablet or your phone, you're going to search for Libby by Overdrive. You just tap into the search box, type in Libby, and this is what's going to come up. It'll give you, it's free to install. It'll give you a chance to install it. You just click here on install. Once it's installed, and it should only take a minute or so, you're going to click on open here. And this will be the first thing that pops up. It'll say, welcome. Thousands of public libraries offer ebooks and audiobooks for free in Libby. First question is, do you have a library card? You'll click on yes. Again, you may already have a library card. You can also apply to get a digital library card. Any questions about that, go to madisonpubliclibrary.org or the reference email address. You can ask there as well, and we'll give you more information. All right. So let's suppose that you're installing this for the first time. You can either guess the library or search for a library. The last time I tried guess my library, it wasn't too accurate, so we'll just go through the search for a library function. So this is what's going to pop up here. You're going to start typing in. So if I do Madison, all of these options come up. None of those are Madison, Wisconsin. It is at the bottom, however, of that. So you can scroll down to Wisconsin Public Library Consortium. Through the South Central Library System, all of this one is a specific branch. You can also just type in South Central Library and Wisconsin Public Library Consortium will pop up, and it's not branch specific. Once you tap on that, it says, where do you use your library card? You can choose a location. So tap on choose a location. Go down to the M's. It's all the list is in alphabetical order, and you can select your Madison Public Library here, starting with Alicia Ashman, Central, Goodman, South, Hawthorne, and so on. Tap on the location, and then enter your library card number. So the full 14-digit number, no spaces, into here. You do not require a password in order to log in. Okay. The linked card, this is referring to, I think, also the digital card, but we're supposing that you do have a regular library card we can just click on next here. And now you're in the Wisconsin's Digital Library. This is the place where you will be browsing for books and audiobooks. And to get started, we will tap on the, let me go back here. I'm looking at the Explore tab here. Just to show you some of the things that are on here. So there's some guides, what's new, what's popular. Down at the bottom, you see that there are two main sections of Libby. It's the library, which is what we're browsing right now, and then your shelf, which is your personal bookshelf, your digital bookshelf. So if I tap on shelf, this shows us the things that you have checked out. You'll just click on here to open that up. Things that you have on hold, you can actually place holds like you would with physical books. Tags. So that one, I'm not sure that we'll be using today. So when we go back to search for a book, and that's actually back here, you can search by clicking on that, and we'll search for a book. So in this case, Veronica Roth. I just searched for Veronica Roth's books. I was able to find one that was available now. Or this one, no, I'm sorry, this one you have to place a hold on. So you just tap on place a hold and it'll place a hold for you. We have licenses for these items, much like we have physical copies of books in the library. So that's why it might not be available to download now. If I want to refine my choices by format, by language, by audience, compatibility, availability. So this, if we tap on availability or format, this will give us ebooks or audiobooks. Availability will give us whether it's available now or if we have to place a hold on it. There you go. Available now or coming soon. So what I did is I tapped on available now. This tells us what's available now in audiobooks. And so I'm going to check out one of these items. I'm borrowing Insurgent for 14 days. You can change the time, but 14 days for an audiobook is the maximum. I think it's 21 days for an ebook. And then we just tap on borrow. And that's it. So I've borrowed it. And then through the application, I can open the audiobook and just go ahead and start listening now. When I open my shelf, that's found here at the bottom, I see that I'm reading now. This is what I have checked out. So I can access that at any time, all the books that I have checked out. And I can also see the due date on it. I can also return it early if I'm finished with it. So this is going back to some of the genres that we talked about, just on that one tab. What's available if I want to browse all available titles, anything. So I want to read something now, I don't want to have to wait for it. I would go to what's available now, and that was located right here on that Explore tab. These are some of the features that we have on the front page. You'll find a lot of these little features, special collections. I think right now a lot of the Harry Potter stuff is available for checkout. Audiobooks for the whole family. So the Lucky Day collection. I think a lot of these you don't, or the Lucky Day, here it is. These are popular titles that are all available now. So this is a good collection to browse. Feel good reading. There's a needle off towards the bottom. And all the way at the bottom, it's separated by genre. So this was the, wait, what was that? Jump back in your audiobook with a quick swipe. This is how you get back to it. your libraries. This is, I think this is your settings, your setting information, your account information. This is also a way to find the help tab. So get some help if you have any questions about what you're doing. And if you're having any trouble, you can go to the help site through here, visit the help site, and then ask a question. And a lot of times those questions will shoot back to a reference librarian, and then we will contact you as soon as we can. All right, I'm going to pause, and then I will set up the next portion of our training. So I wanted to show you how to find our digital library through our website. This is if you are looking at books and listening to audiobooks through our on your computer rather than on a mobile device. So here we can go to, this is the madisonpubliclibrary.org, our website. You can click here, you can find ebooks. So here's the cursor. I click on ebooks. And then here, scroll down a little bit, get started with Wisconsin's Digital Library. I'm going to click on that. Here I'm going to sign in. And when I sign in, I'm signing into South Central Link Cat Libraries and with my card number. Here are tabs up here, much like we have on the Libby app. So this one is available now. Let's say that I want to find something that's available now. I don't want to have to browse too much. Let's check out this Lucky Day collection. Okay, so this ebook, this looks good. I'm going to tap on that. Close this. And then I would just borrow from here. Same way with the Libby app. The formats here for your computer are Kindle book. So if you have a Kindle Fire, that's something you'll need an app for. But if you have an older Kindle, then this is something that you will check out here. Once you borrow it, it will take you to the Amazon site, and you will borrow it from the Amazon site. And it will ask you if there's a device that you want to link it to, and then you link it to your Kindle reader. This is Overdrive Read. You can read through a browser. So it'll pop up here, and then you can just read it through an internet web browser. And then EPUB ebook, where you will need the Adobe Digital Editions in order to view it. And for an audiobook, if I find an audiobook, then I can check it out here. I can listen to it through this browser, or I can download it onto my machine. And for that, I have a Windows machine, and so I will need to download. So for Windows 8 or 10, or for Windows Desktop, this one right here is the one that you want. You can find that through this site, app.overdrive.com, and you'll download and install here. For reading books, Adobe Digital Editions, I suggest just typing or Googling Adobe Digital Editions, and it will take you here. You go to download, and then download digital editions for, this one is for Mac, and this one is for Windows machines. And then you install from there. Windows. This is also the Overdrive help page, which you can find if you have any questions or having any troubles, you can find through here. So overdrive.com, the digital library, and click on help. A lot of those questions also go to reference librarians, and we can help you with those things. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. but sometimes there are some challenges kind of getting it, especially with different devices. There's a lot of different devices and a lot of different ways to access these things. So if you have any questions at all, you can go to, I mentioned the help.overdrive.com, but you can also just contact the library. We don't have phone service right now, but you can find us at reference@madisonpubliclibrary.org. Anytime between business hours of 9 a.m. and 9 p.m., somebody will be looking at those emails and will respond to you as quickly as possible. Thank you very much and have a great day.